When millions of viewers tune in to Gold Rush every season, one name stands out above all: Parker Schnabel. From the rugged mountains of Alaska to the glittering waters of his own claim, Parker's journey is a story of ambition, grit, and fortune. But behind the captivating TV drama lies a question that fans and critics alike love to ask. Just how rich is Parker Schnabel? As the face of the hit Discovery Channel series, Parker has become synonymous with modern gold mining, showcasing epic highs and crushing lows. His reputation for fearless decision-making and relentless work ethic has earned him millions of dollars, but the true measure of his wealth goes far beyond on-screen paychecks. In this deep-dive script, we'll peel back the layers of Parker's financial empire, examining his business ventures, his mining operations output, and the strategic investments that have turned a teenage gold enthusiast into one of the richest young entrepreneurs in the mining world. First, we'll explore the origins of Parker's fortune on the pay dirt mine on Alaska's remote Klondike gold fields, tracking the value of the gold he's extracted since his debut. Then, we'll contrast the glossy TV portrayal with behind-the-scenes realities, revealing the costs, risks, and unpredictable challenges that define large-scale mining. Along the way, we'll dissect major financial milestones, million-dollar rigs, profit margins, and sponsorship deals that boost Parker's earnings. We'll also highlight his diversification into real estate, agriculture, and media production, illustrating how he's built a multifaceted brand far beyond the gold pan. By the end, you'll understand not just how wealthy Parker Schnabel has become, but why his financial trajectory serves as a blueprint for aspiring miners and entrepreneurs worldwide. So strap in and let's embark on a tale of risk, reward, and the glittering allure of gold. This is the definitive answer to the question: how rich is Parker Schnabel from Gold Rush? Continue the adventure in Section 2. Every ounce of gold Parker recovers carries a story of sweat, strategy, and serendipity. His first taste of mining came at age 11, when he tagged along with his grandfather, John Schnabel. That initial spark ignited a passion that would define his teenage years and catapult him into the spotlight by 2011. Today, however, Parker operates on a vastly different scale than those early days of hand panning and DIY sluice boxes. His venture at Big Nugget Mine expanded to Dream Big Mine, a massive 1,500-acre claim equipped with high-end dredges and support camps. With crews of up to 30 workers and six-figure monthly operational expenses, the mine's weekly yield can soar above 100 ounces. At current market rates, that translates to hundreds of thousands of dollars each week, before overhead and taxes take their share. But mining is only one facet of Parker's empire. He also earns from lucrative sponsorships, branded content, and his ever-popular TV salary. Network insiders estimate his Discovery paycheck alone exceeds $500,000 per season. But to truly grasp Parker's net worth, we must aggregate his gold recovery profits, Discovery Channel salary, sponsorship deals, and ancillary business ventures. Since taking over Dream Big Mine, Parker's operation has recovered nearly 60,000 ounces of gold. At a conservative average price of $1,800 per ounce, that yields gross revenues approaching $108 million. Of course, operational expenses on a large-scale claim run steep. Fuel, labor, equipment maintenance, and permits can consume up to 60% of gross revenue. Even so, Parker's mine retains a strong profit margin, often exceeding 30% in high-yield seasons. This means his personal take from mining profits alone could surpass $30 million over the past few years. Beyond the sluice box and dredges, Parker generates substantial income through savvy brand partnerships. Heavy equipment manufacturers, outdoor gear companies, and regional tourism boards have all lined up to sponsor his adventures. Industry insiders estimate sponsorship revenue at $2 to $3 million annually, providing a steady cash flow independent of gold prices. Then there's his Discovery Channel paycheck, rumored to exceed $500,000 per season, pushing his annual media income well into the seven-figure range. Parker doesn't let his earnings idle. He reinvests heavily into expanding and upgrading his operation. In recent years, he allocated over $8 million to acquire neighboring claims, upgrade dredges with cutting-edge sonar and rock washing technology, and construct permanent camps for his crews. These capital expenditures sharpen efficiency and boost gold recovery rates. Preserving long-term profitability, real estate constitutes another pillar of his portfolio. Back home in Haines, Alaska, Parker purchased a waterfront lodge valued at over $3 million. He opened the facility to tourists seeking gold panning experiences, diversifying his revenue while building his brand among adventure seekers. On mainland U.S. soil, he owns multiple plots in Nevada and Arizona, where gold mining and off-road recreation are popular. These land holdings, purchased for a combined value of around $4 million, appreciate steadily as demand for outdoor tourism properties rises. Agriculture enters the mix too. Parker made headlines purchasing a ranch near his grandfather's property in Oregon. There, he raised cattle and experimented with sustainable farming techniques. While profits from livestock are modest compared to mining, this venture cements his reputation as an all-around entrepreneur who understands land value beyond precious metals. Media production adds a final layer. Parker launched his own YouTube channel and podcast, monetized through ads, affiliate marketing, and viewer subscriptions. Content collaborations with other outdoor influencers net him tens of thousands more annually and expand his audience to millions of subscribers. These platforms also feed back into his core mining brand, drawing additional sponsors while giving fans intimate access to his daily routine. When you total up gold profits, salary, sponsorship deals, real estate, agriculture, and media income, Parker Schnabel's net worth estimate comfortably situates in the range of $50 to $60 million by 2024. This impressive figure underscores not just his mining acumen, but his entrepreneurial drive to diversify and innovate. Even the gold-rich reality Parker enjoys emerges from a delicate balance between risk and preparation. While his peers celebrate blockbuster seasons, he meticulously plans for worst-case scenarios. A mechanical breakdown or sudden flood can derail weeks of effort, so he offsets threats with preemptive repairs, emergency supply caches, and a safety culture that defines his camp. Securing dredges, keep them under Arctic conditions, is an expense. Fuel alone can exceed $200,000 each month, while permits, insurance, and environmental assessments push costs even higher. Parker treats these overheads as strategic investments in year-round output. By negotiating long-term supplier agreements and leveraging digital monitoring, he locks in predictable expenses that protect his profit margins. Comparatively, other gold rush stars follow different playbooks. Tony Beats leverages legacy claims and pockets, while some newcomers juggle summer jobs just to fund the next season. Parker's unique edge comes from combining youth with capital access. At 30, he's amassed more gold than most veterans, delivering per-ounce profit margins that rank among the industry's elite. Parker channels part of his wealth back into the communities that fuel his success. He sponsors school scholarships in Haines, finances training for aspiring mechanics, and donates sluice gear to youth prospecting clubs. These efforts strengthen local economies and cultivate the next generation of miners, showcasing Parker as not a gold magnate, but a community champion. Off-site, Parker's brand thrives through strategic partnerships and merchandise. He co-designs branded outdoor apparel, releases consistent fresh revenue, and makes guest appearances at mining conferences. Each collaboration extends his reach and generates fresh revenue, proving that his entrepreneurial instincts are as sharp off-camera as they are on the rivers. Expansion remains central to Parker's strategy. Recent filings hint at a proposed potentially notorious 1,000-acre extension of his Klondike claim. Establishing remote, broader territory would diversify weather risks and enable year-round continuous operations. Parker's decision to go international marks a bold evolution, signaling that his ambitions far exceed the riverbanks he first conquered as a teenager. The gold market's volatility demands disciplined financial management. Over the past decade, spot prices swung between $1,200 and $2,100 per ounce, making mining income unpredictable. To safeguard revenue, Parker employs futures contracts and hedging, while also allocating capital to gold mining exchange-traded funds. This portfolio diversification smooths earnings and ensures he remains bullish on gold's long-term value. Despite the television portrayal, Parker's daily grind starts before dawn. He reviews satellite imagery, inspects dredge outputs, and conducts safety briefings. This hands-on leadership fosters loyalty, accelerates problem-solving, and cultivates a shared sense of purpose among his crew. By integrating modern tools like drone surveys and real-time yield analytics, he brings rigorous precision to mining craft. As our dive concludes, Parker Schnabel's fortune goes far beyond gold nuggets. It embodies disciplined risk management, strategic reinvestment, brand expansion, and community care. With net worth nearing $60 million and mining licenses poised for global growth, he stands as a model of lasting success. In Section 4, we'll explore how he plans to shield this wealth. By now, we've uncovered Parker's multi-million-dollar empire, from gold-laden sluice boxes to branded merchandise racks. But building wealth is one thing. Preserving it is another entirely. No savvy entrepreneur on the scale of Parker Schnabel ignores the invisible minefield of taxes, market fluctuations, and legal liabilities. Behind the scenes, a sophisticated financial architecture safeguards his fortune from rapacious tax burdens and unforeseen calamities. First and foremost, Parker organizes his operations under a series of limited liability companies and holding companies. The primary mining claim, media ventures, real estate holdings, and agricultural pursuits each reside under separate corporate umbrellas. This separation insulates individual assets against cross-liability. If one venture faces litigation, the others remain unscathed. Crucially, the tax code treats LLCs as pass-through entities, avoiding double taxation at multiple tiers. Parker's advisors capitalize on this structure to offset mining losses carried forward against seasonal spikes, smoothing his effective tax rate. He works with a specialized CPA firm experienced in natural resource extraction. These experts navigate incentives at the federal and state level. For example, the Section 263A capitalization rules allow him to defer certain development costs, while accelerated depreciation schedules for heavy equipment reduce his taxable income in peak production years. Aggressive tax credits for research and development further trim his liabilities when Parker tests novel dredge designs and efficiency-boosting software. Offshore trusts also feature in his strategy, but are structured with full compliance. By appointing a reputable international trustee in a jurisdiction with favorable tax treaties, he hedges currency exposure and secures privacy for personal assets without triggering offshore reporting penalties. Meanwhile, domestically, he's established a family-limited partnership to gradually transfer wealth to the next generation. Parker retains full managerial control while incrementally gifting partnership interests to heirs at discounted valuations, leveraging the gift tax annual exclusion. This technique preserves the principal estate and reduces future estate tax liability. Risk mitigation extends into insurance. His team maintains comprehensive policies, property insurance for remote camps, environmental liability coverage, and directors and officers insurance for his corporate boards. A captive insurance company fronted by Parker pays premiums directly, creating an internal reserve to cover minor claims. Federal mining regulations carry substantial penalties. To stay ahead, Parker employs in-house environmental engineers to ensure compliance with reclamation requirements, water use limitations, and wildlife protection mandates. This proactive stance avoids costly government fines that have crippled less disciplined operators. For personal wealth protection, Parker and his spouse have a prenuptial agreement outlining asset distribution and reaffirming separate ownership of pre-existing property. The broader Schnabel family banks on a trust structure that guarantees charitable giving while unlocking further deductions. In philanthropy, he channels donations through a donor-advised fund. This arrangement allows him to recommend grants to community programs on his schedule while benefiting from an immediate tax deduction. His foundation's publicly disclosed contributions both reinforce his brand and accelerate wealth transfer in a controlled, public-spirited way. Layer by layer, this elaborate web weaves together corporate shields, tax-smart vehicles, insurance defenses, and estate planning instruments. Each component addresses a distinct vulnerability, turning Parker Schnabel's fortune into a fortress engineered for longevity. Moreover, Parker schedules annual reviews with his legal team to adjust these structures in response to shifting legislation and market dynamics, ensuring his fortress adapts to changing conditions. This ongoing vigilance elevates his wealth preservation strategy from static defense to dynamic resilience. mirroring the adaptive mindset that once helped him navigate the icy currents of the Klondike. While Parker Schnabel's empire thrives in the trenches of Alaska, his personal life reflects a balance of ambition and grounded values. Outside the realm of dredges and sluices, he enjoys the fruits of his labor with experiences that highlight the human side of a high-rolling gold magnate. At his waterfront lodge in Haines, mornings often begin with a cup of locally roasted coffee on the deck, overlooking misty mountain peaks and glassy fjords. Then a high-octane quad ride across concealed trails offers him the adrenaline fix that echoes his mining exploits. Even here, the contrast between serene wilderness and rugged adventure mirrors his public image. A risk-taker who still cherishes simplicity, travel also plays a key role in Parker's lifestyle. He selectively charters private flights to attend industry summits or to scout potential claims in remote corners of the globe. His jet time is optimized for productivity. Running Financial Strategy calls it 30,000 feet. Yet, for a man whose early days were spent panning rivers with his grandfather, these moments of elevation also provide perspective. They remind him why he mines: to remain free of conventional tethers and craft his own path. Fashion and gear reflect another dimension of Parker's brand. He often collaborates with outdoor clothing lines to design functional yet fashionable expedition wear. Limited edition parkas, durable work boots, and moisture-wicking base layers bear his signature logo, blending performance textiles with promotional juice. These apparel revenues may represent only a fraction of his overall income, but they reinforce fan loyalty and solidify his reputation beyond TV screens. That on the automotive front, Parker's passion extends beyond heavy machinery. His collection of off-road vehicles ranges from customized rock crawlers to high-horsepower pickups. He recently unveiled a six-wheeled prototype rig built for Arctic exploration, capable of tackling deep snow drifts while acting as a mobile command center. Every new addition gets meticulously documented on his YouTube channel, where viewers marvel not just at gold yields, but at mechanical ingenuity and extreme testing protocols. Philanthropy threads through Parker's spending habits. A portion of his ticket revenues and merchandise profits funds local scholarship programs. He hosts annual prospecting contests for underprivileged youth, providing free sluice kits and mentoring from his crew. This initiative underscores a larger purpose: Parker's belief that mining offers more than financial gains. It cultivates self-reliance, teamwork, and a deep connection with the natural world that, of course, luxury isn't absent from Parker's blueprint. His private residence includes a state-of-the-art gym, a screening room for documentaries, and a trophy room showcasing rare nuggets. He's invested in high-end culinary experiences, flying in specialty ingredients for dinners that double as brainstorming sessions with advisors. Yet, even these indulgences are infused with practicality. The gym's layout mimics cargo hold clearances to ensure any tool or part can be hoisted safely into dredges. Living at that intersection of extreme grit and strategic planning, Parker's lifestyle choices complete the portrait of a miner who knows exactly how to spend and save. He empowers his team to share. Looking ahead, Parker Schnabel's financial trajectory shows no sign of slowing down. With a track record of disciplined expansion and risk management, he's poised to capitalize on gold price fluctuations and diversify into untapped markets. Plans to explore artisanal mining operations in South America and partnership talks for deep-sea exploration vessels could redefine both his empire and the modern mining industry. While such ventures carry high technical and regulatory hurdles, Parker's willingness to embrace innovation, from drone-based exploration to AI-driven yield predictions, positions him at the cutting edge of resource extraction. Education and mentorship also factor into his long-term vision. He's collaborating with university programs to fund research on sustainable mining practices, hoping to reduce environmental impact while maintaining profitability. These initiatives not only reinforce his philanthropic credentials, but bolster his standing as a thought leader. By bridging the gap between academia and field operations, Parker amplifies his influence beyond immediate returns, ensuring future generations benefit from cleaner, safer mining. On the financial front, his advisory team is exploring public listing options for a mining-focused investment vehicle. A selective IPO or private equity partnership could release liquidity for new acquisitions while preserving majority control. In parallel, they're evaluating blockchain-based traceability solutions to authenticate gold provenance from his claims, adding value for consumers demanding ethically sourced metals. Such blockchain integration, though nascent, speaks to Parker's visionary approach to building trust and commanding premium prices. Community-driven ventures remain central to his ethos. He's in preliminary talks with Alaskan tourism boards to create immersive Gold Rush heritage experiences, connecting travelers to the history and culture that shaped him. Concept plans include modular eco-lodges, interpretative centers, and interactive panning workshops. These experiences promise steady alternative income streams while preserving regional heritage, a model that could expand globally to historic mining towns in Australia, South Africa, and Canada. Amid these developments, Parker continues to refine his operational base. Investments in renewable energy, including microhydro turbines on his claims, aim to offset soaring diesel costs and demonstrate environmental stewardship. Partnerships with tech startups on battery storage and remote monitoring further reduce his carbon footprint. Such investments pay both ecological and economic dividends, aligning his brand with responsible resource use. Ultimately, Parker Schnabel's net worth transcends raw figures. It's a testament to relentless ambition, strategic foresight, and community engagement. From a freshman panner to a multi-million-dollar mogul, he's rewritten the playbook for modern prospectors. His journey underscores a fundamental truth: wealth built on passion and perseverance rarely stays buried. As gold flows from his sluice boxes, so too does inspiration for anyone willing to chase dreams against all odds. In celebrating Parker Schnabel's journey, we see that wealth extends beyond a bank balance. It emerges from bold vision, courageous action, and genuine commitment to community. He demonstrates how to turn industry expertise into sustainable opportunity and lasting impact. His story offers a roadmap for anyone seeking success. Stay curious, learn continuously, and enrich the lives of those around you. With passion, purpose, and perseverance, you can unearth your own fortune and legacy.